Dr. Greenberg is the Eugene and Martha Nestor Endowed Professor of Microbiology in the Department of Microbiology and Molecular and Cellular Biology program at the University of Washington School of Medicine. Dr. Greenberg has chosen Harvest Moon by Ontario's own Neil Young. I would like Dr. Greenberg to come to the stage to receive his award.
First have to thank the Gairdner Foundation for honoring the three of us, Mike Silverman, Bonnie Bassler, and me, with an international prize. I'm not one to ever expect honors, and I have to tell you, and Janet knows this, when she called me to tell me the news, I was speechless. I was actually speechless. We've joined the ranks of a who's who of an amazing group of scientists. So just a little bit about the song, Harvest Moon. Well, you heard it's by Ontario's own Neil Young. It's harvest time. It's a love song. He didn't write that many love songs, but it brings me to the topic of my wife for nearly 40 years, Carrie Harwood. We've been through thick and thin together. Those of you who know me, know us, know that. She's also a microbiologist. We fell in love across the lab bench in graduate school. She's my biggest fan, and I'm her biggest fan. I always say if you want to hear my elevator talk, you should really talk to Carrie. Our son Ted is here, and he knows that makes me particularly happy. I need to mention our daughter Barbara, who had cystic fibrosis and died 3 years ago. We miss her. The love song was for Carrie, and she doesn't get to hear it because she's at home recovering from COVID. But if you know her, tell her that. So my niece from Atlanta, Naomi Strickland, is here with her daughter Sophie, who I think may be the next generation of scientists in the family. I'm hoping that, Sophie. Pressure's on. So I'm a basic curiosity-driven biologist, and 50 years ago, I learned about this extraordinarily curious phenomenon that certain marine bacteria make light, which is extraordinary, and they only make light when they're at high population density in groups. And this, to me, seemed like a form of communication that was used to control a cooperative behavior. You can't see the light unless there are a lot of luminous bacteria together. It was curious. I had no idea where it would lead, certainly absolutely no idea it would lead to this stage, but I wanted to understand if it was true, and if so, how did they accomplish this feat? As you just heard, for a while there were just two labs interested in this, mine and Mike Silverman's, and Bonnie became interested, worked as a postdoc with Mike, and then launched her own lab. In Mike's lab, the genes required for making light were cloned, and as a bonus, the genes required for this communication were right there linked with light-producing genes. This threw the door open, enabled us to work out all the nuts and bolts of the system. Loads of fun, but pretty much nobody but the three of us cared. 20 years into my adventure, we discovered that a certain pathogenic bacterium uses an analogous system. The system in this pathogenic bacterium controlled the ability of the bacterium to mount an infection. This bacterium is Pseudomonas aeruginosa. It's the very bacterium that ravages the lungs of people with cystic fibrosis, like our daughter. So curiosity-driven research can lead to important stuff. That's a lesson. To finish, I want to call out one other person who I asked to be here. That's my longtime scientific partner, Dr. Amy Schaefer. She's sitting over there. Amy started... Take a little more. So I have 4 minutes, you guys. Amy started as a graduate student with me back when really only brave or foolish graduate students would work on why I'm standing here. This was back in the 90s. After a short time away, she came back to the group, and we made a lot of key discoveries together. Among other things that she does, she stands here representing the many amazing folks who have signed on, and they've been mentored by me. She and I know the best thing that I can do is to give just a little guidance and then stay out of the way. I have to tell you, the accomplishment I'm most proud of is the trainees that I produced. They're out on their own and doing great things in the world of science.